Call a meeting of the Mobley City Council to order. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please.
Jeffrey.
Here.
Brubaker.
Here.
Kimmons. Kaiser.
Here.
Lucas.
Here. Thank you. Moving to the agenda for this evening, are there any additions to the agenda? Hearing none, is there a motion to approve the agenda for this evening?
So moved.
And a second?
Second.
All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Moving on to recognition of visitors. Mr. Crane, you have a visitor you'd like to recognize?
Yes. Greg Hodge is going to introduce his newest member of his team in the finance
Yes, Mr.
department.
Mayor, we have our newest employee, Christina Bowie. She's our finance manager. She's taken the position of Matt Douglas since he will be replacing me when I retire. So she's just started her third week with this. So just wanted you to see her face and so you knew who she is.
All right, welcome.
Welcome.
Moving on to communication request number 2. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed the minutes. So everyone's seen the minutes in the packet. Are there any additions or corrections to the minutes? Hearing none, is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
And a second?
Second.
Been motioned and seconded. All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Communication request number 2, communication from downtown CID district.
Yes, Mayor, this is a budget that has to be submitted to the city council 90 days prior to a date in May, and I forget the date all of a sudden. But this one and the next one is the budgets for those community improvement districts. It's required by statute to submit. It'll probably change over the next few months as we go through the budget process, but it definitely is something that we have to submit a proposal early on. No actions are required tonight.
Questions, anyone? It was a little difficult to read sideways, but it looked like you had revenue budgeted at a higher level than what the last year's revenue was by about 25,000. Why would that be?
Let me see.
Yeah, there was a big difference.
$100,000 revenue budget and previous years was 70 or 75.
That has to do with some of the newer businesses we have in town that are helping contribute to that sales tax base.
Okay.
We're definitely up.
I'm sorry. You know what? I think that was that was on the Mobley Crossings that I saw that. I'm sorry. That's wrong. I'm on the wrong one. Okay. Any other questions about the CID? So you don't need approval for that.
No.
Okay. So we'll move on to number 3, which is Mobley Crossings, that's where my question is directed. It was showing 100,000 when I think last year the revenue was 70.
Trying to get to that. You see
I think you were on the right track previously, Mr. Mayor. So and again to Mr. Crane's point, that's what we're anticipating is the sales and use tax from these newer businesses and newer things that are being taxed. We're anticipating
out in the Mobley Crossings.
No, this will be in the downtown CID. Yeah. That was that first one. It was sideways.
You were right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my question, the budget that we looked at was for the downtown.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's
Okay.
correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that makes sense then. I get it.
And then we're anticipating also some increased sales tax revenue out in the Mobley Crossing district as well.
Okay. Questions? Anyone else? All right, then we'll move on to ordinances and resolutions. Number 4, an ordinance.
Yes, Mr. Mayor. I have an ordinance amending section 46-82 of the Moberly City Code relating to manufactured home parks to residential districts. Has to be read twice for consideration.
All right, for the motion for the reading of the ordinance, is there a second?
Second.
It's been motioned and seconded. All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? First reading.
An ordinance amending section 46-82 of the Moberly City Code relating to manufactured home parks, residential districts.
Okay. I was thinking we were going to call this the Tom Sanders Memorial Ordinance.
Not mine.
Questions, anyone? Hearing none, second reading.
An ordinance amending section 46-82 of the Moberly City Code relating to manufactured home parks residential districts.
All right, you've heard the second reading of the ordinance. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, is there a motion for approval?
So moved.
And a
Second.
second. Motion is seconded. Roll call, please.
Jeffrey,
Yes.
Brubaker,
Yes.
Kaiser,
Yes.
Lucas,
Yes.
Okay, motion carries and the ordinance is passed. So we'll move to number 5, a resolution.
Mr. Mayor, I have a resolution approving a lease agreement with Frank and Sherry Cross for property located at the Omar N. Bradley Airport and authorizing the city manager to execute the lease. Ask for it to be read for consideration.
All right, you've heard the motion for the reading of the resolution. Is there a second?
Second.
It's been motioned and seconded. All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? First and only reading.
A resolution approving a lease agreement with Frank and Sherry Cross for property located at the Omar N. Bradley Airport and authorizing the city manager to execute the lease.
All right, you've heard the reading of the resolution. Any questions in regard to the resolution? Hearing none, is there a motion for approval?
So moved.
And a second?
Second.
It's been motioned and seconded. All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Resolution is passed. Number 6, a resolution.
Mr. Mayor, I have a resolution authorizing the city manager to enter into a preventive maintenance pump control panel scheduled maintenance contract with Van Venter Engineering Cognate Company and has to be read once for consideration of passage.
All right, you've heard the motion for the reading of the resolution. Is there a second?
Second.
It's been motioned and seconded. All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? First and only reading.
A resolution authorizing the city manager to enter into a preventative maintenance pump control panel scheduled maintenance contract with Van Vanter Engineering Cogent Company.
All right, you've heard the reading of the resolution. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, is there a motion for approval of the resolution?
So moved.
And a second?
Second.
It's been motioned and seconded. All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Resolution passes. Moving on to number 7, resolution.
Yes, Mr. Mayor. I have a resolution authorizing the city manager to enter into an amendment number 1 to task order number 19 with Bartlett and West. Has to be read for consideration.
All right, heard the motion for the reading of the resolution. Is there a second?
Second.
It's been motioned and seconded. All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? First and only reading.
A resolution authorizing the city manager to enter into amendment number 1 to task order number 19 with Bartlett and West, Inc., supplementing a master agreement dated March 3, 2020 to provide engineering services for the Kiwanis Park Shelter House and Restroom Building.
All right, you've heard the reading of the resolution. Is there any further discussion? I'm not sure I should direct this question to Mr. Bach or if it should be Mr. Hodge, but if I understand the sequence of this, we're waiting on a grant to pay for what I'm seeing in the engineering. So what if you don't get the grant and then you're going to go ahead and do $93,000 worth of engineering on something you don't have the money for?
So the LWCF grant that we're waiting for the award on, that'll be for the construction, not the engineering. So we're trying to set the table so we're ready to bid once we receive that award for construction.
So my question is, what if you don't get the award of the grant?
We'll apply again. It's a project in the 10-year plan, but it's past the state level, and I've never seen one pass the state level and not pass the federal. So it's a matter of formality of process at this point.
Okay. Anyone else? Hearing nothing else, is there a motion for approval?
So moved.
And a second?
Second.
Been motioned and seconded. All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Resolution passes. Moving on to number 8, resolution.
Mr. Mayor, I have a resolution authorizing the city manager to purchase an international dump truck for public utilities. Ask for it to be read for consideration.
All right, we've heard the motion for the reading of the resolution. Is there a second?
Second.
Been motioned and seconded. All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? First and only reading.
A resolution authorizing the city manager to purchase an international dump truck for public utilities.
All right, you've heard the reading of the resolution. Any further discussion? Hearing none, is there a motion for approval?
So moved.
And a second?
Second.
It's been motioned and seconded. All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, motion carries. Resolution passes. Moving to number 9, a resolution.
Mr. Mayor, I have a resolution accepting a permanent sewer line easement from Superior Watercraft, Inc. and asked it to be read once for consideration of passage.
All right, you've heard the motion for the reading of the resolution. Is there a second?
Second.
It's been motioned and seconded. All in favor signify by aye.
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 Let's do it again. All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? First and only reading.
A resolution accepting a permanent sewer line easement from Superior Watercraft, Inc.
All right, you've heard the reading of the resolution. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, is there a motion for approval?
So moved.
And a
Second.
seconded. All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Resolution passes. Moving on to number 10, a resolution.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, I have a resolution accepting a fluoridation grant from the Missouri Department of Health and Senior Services asked to be read for consideration.
All right, there's a motion for the reading of the resolution. Is there a second?
Second.
Been motioned and seconded. All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? First and only reading.
A resolution accepting a fluoridation grant from the Missouri Department of Health and Senior Services.
All right, you've heard the reading of the resolution. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, is there a motion for approval?
So moved.
And a second?
Second.
It's been motioned and seconded. All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Resolution passes. Moving on to number 11, a resolution.
Mr. Mayor, I have a resolution accepting the bid of Loot Custom Fencing LLC and authorizing contracting for CSO basin replacement fence systems. Ask for it to be read for consideration.
All right, heard the motion for the reading of the resolution. Is there a second?
Second.
It's been motioned and seconded. All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? First and only reading.
A resolution accepting the bid of Loot Custom Fencing LLC and authorizing contracting for CSO basin replacement fence systems.
All right, you've heard the reading of the resolution. Any further discussion? Hearing none, is there a motion for approval?
So moved.
And a
Second.
motion and seconded. All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Resolution passes. Moving to number 12, a resolution.
Mr. Mayor, I have a resolution appropriating money out of the Treasury of the City of Moberly, Missouri to pay expenses due between March 2nd, 2023 and March 17th, 2023 in the amount of $682,862.15 and ask to be read once for consideration of passage.
All right, you've heard the full reading of the resolution. Is there a second?
Second.
It's been motioned and seconded. All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? First and only reading.
A resolution appropriating money out of the Treasury of the City of Moberly, Missouri to pay expenses due between March 2nd, 2023 and March 17th, 2023 in the amount of $682,862.15.
I hereby certify that there is sufficient money standing to the credit of the City of Moberly, Missouri, unappropriated, and the funds identified in this resolution to meet the requirements of this resolution. Submitted, Gregory L. Hodge, City Treasurer. Any discussion of the resolution? Hearing none, is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
And a second?
Second.
Been motioned and seconded. All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries, and the resolution's passed. Brings us to official report, department head monthly reports. Does anyone have questions out of any of the department heads?
Got a question.
Mr. Brubaker.
Greg, I was just kind of looking through the checks, and this one was sizable. Check number 92847 to Regional Missouri Bank, $64,457. What's that represent?
That's our quarterly debt service payment on the EDA grant bonds.
Okay, thanks.
Any other departments? I guess I have one for the fire chief. Just wondered, what's the sequence of, now you've got your new equipment, so when will it be fully implemented? And then which piece of equipment will be sold or taken out? Just curious about what that timetable is going to be. I know when we were looking at it out here, you said that you still had to put some equipment on it and so on and so forth. I just wondered how that was going.
The new engine is in service already.
That, and then we had one that we were leasing, so I'm assuming that one
That's
goes back.
already, when the new truck was brought down, they took the lease truck back with
Okay.
them. So that's already gone. The new
Okay.
truck's in service. The only thing really left to be done on that technically is with new radios that we are hoping to get through the county. That would be installed there. Right now, we're running them with our walkie-talkies and they're looking okay at this point. If we have any issues, we're gonna have to reassess. But that's back up and running. Fire command pickup truck is not in service yet. We're still moving things around with light bars and stuff to try to get that up and running also. So up until, I'm hoping to have some of that done by the end of the week when we start trying to figure out how we're going to take one vehicle apart, put the new vehicle together and get it back up and get it into service also.
So then now that we have one new pumper truck, don't we have one that's
Correct.
the
And
tail
we're-
end that's going to go some direction?
We've already been emptying the truck that we're going to auction off. Basically, we're going to put it on a fire department type website as an auction site up for bids. It will basically won't be a true auction. It's going to be more or less something on a fire truck website to sell it outright that way. We're getting rid of a couple pickup trucks that are old and in bad shape anyway. That's going to go on Purple Wave. That process has already been started with Mr. Grimsley. So hopefully we can have those gone before too long also.
So do you believe that like your first auction site you're talking about, that's the best way to maximize the sell value of that?
Yes. If you put it on a normal bidding option, most of them, like Purple Wave, don't have minimums to where whatever is the bid is what you get. That's it. By doing it the other way, we can actually set a minimum
I say.
and negotiate whoever might call. So
Thank you.
hopefully we can maximize what we got out in it. So
Just curious kind of how that was going to work.
Yeah.
Thank you.
you bet.
Anyone else?
I was just curious, I had a question for Dana, how the project downtown was coming. If there's any surprises, anything that jumped out at you, or has it gone smoothly? Obviously, there's some road closures and whatnot, so just curious how it was going.
I'm choosing my words wisely.
You sleeping well?
I thought maybe that mic wasn't
It's
working.
going really well.
Good.
There's been a bit of an issue with drivers who are ignoring the signage and creating problems for other drivers and business owners. But other than that, I think they're moving fairly quickly. And no, they've not run into any problems yet, but I'm sure they will now that I've said it.
Good. It's good. I'm just curious how things were going. That's nothing in particular.
Anyone else? I guess I'll just add on top of that. So on the areas that have been done, and then at some point that length will be done, when does the street get fixed?
Those are scheduled for filling with gravel and compacting so that the street department later, when they do their asphalt bid, and correct me if I'm wrong on this, Tom, can then do the entire street rather than us patching it as per the project.
So when do you estimate later to be?
Discussing right now, they were going to do either cold patch on the area that they had already completed, And then they're gonna try and chip seal over the area that they're working on now to cap that rock off. And so that's one of the things we are in discussions with them to try to get that completed. And then it probably August on the full fix. And so what it'd be is we mill it down, pull it out wider, and get a wedge coat and then a full coat on that lane. But we're trying to get it. The dust and stuff needs to get controlled, and we were kind of working on getting that seal coated and chip sealed. Once they get that compacted, that ought to cap it off nicely till that time.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else? Okay, so we'll move on from monthly reports, and we still have consideration of approval of a new liquor application.
Mayor and Councilman, Lucky's is under new ownership. The new owner, Rucker Fugate LLC, owned by Brendan Fugate, has applied for a new liquor license. It has gone through the proper channels. It's been signed off by the applicable departments, and we recommend your approval.
All right, questions about the application? Hearing none, is there a motion to approve the new application?
So move.
Second.
Motion and seconded. All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Okay, anything else to come in front of the council? Hearing none, thank you all for coming, and I'll entertain a motion to adjourn to the work session followed by the closed session. There's a motion to
So
that
moved.
effect. There's a
Second.
motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Jeffrey,
Yes.
Brubaker,
Yes.
Kaiser,
Yes.
Lucas.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. We are adjourned from the regular session. And so we'll move on to the agenda for the work session. So item number 1, discussion regarding repair to a WWTP Influent lift station pump.
That's a
You get
waste-
all the interesting stuff, don't you?
And I was sitting there listening to you gentlemen read some of those titles, and I'm thinking I've got to do a better job at making them easier to read.
Well, there's a lot of pictures and all that, so.
On this one, there is. That vendor does a great job of showing you the condition of the pump when they get it. But this is the pump station that lifts the water, in our terminology, up so that it can go through the treatment process by gravity. And this pump's been in service now 7 or 8 years. I can't remember. It's less than 10. Thank you. It's less than 10 years. So this is about right. And probably without what's guessed as a large rubber ball passing into the pump, it would probably be in service right now. But I think that was the ball that broke this camel's back. But you could see some of the wear on the pump was already there. So it was going to happen sooner or later. And this is a normal repair for a pump of that type.
Okay.
These things happen, especially with combined sewers.
Okay. So does anyone have any questions?
What color ball was it?
In the picture, it looks to be black, but what it was before it entered the sewer, I couldn't tell you.
All right. So if there's no further questions. Anyone opposed to moving that forward to the regular meeting? Hearing none, that'll move forward. Thank you. So the next item we have is receipt of bids for the mowing and hay of the old landfill property.
So this would be actually just the haying. The city crew is gonna mow the remainder. In the past, we've tried to get people to hay it and then mow the remainder as part of the hay ability, but that's not worked out well. So we just got a straight bid this year on the haying, and the city crews will mow the remainder. We had 2 proposals. One was $300 a year, 3-year term. The other one was a $1,500 for all 3 years, or $500 a year, and that's what staff's recommending for Curtis Cruz on the $1,500 total.
Okay. Questions, anyone? So does this bid also include the other property we bought up there in the Sugar Creek drainage basin there?
No.
Do we have to do anything? I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Mr. Kaiser.
Do we have to do any maintenance on that property? Because you did buy property.
I don't know. I
Mow
thought it
it?
was like
Do we do
30 acres of grass or something.
Do we mow it? Do we do anything with it?
That's not, I can't answer.
Yeah.
We have some.
Oh, okay.
Multi-year. Okay.
And who was the contractor? I forget.
For the neighbor?
It was in, yeah,
It
it
was
was
a
somebody
neighbor.
close.
Yeah,
Now you say
okay.
that.
I don't know.
Okay.
I do remember them say that. Now. We did do it last. I remember that.
But yeah, Sugar Creek's under utilities, and then
Okay.
Tom's got it under Public Works for the landfill property.
Okay. All right. Anyone opposed to moving that forward? No. That'll move forward to the next meeting, and we'll move on to number 3, a resolution of the City of Mobley authorizing execution of an application for the use of rescue funds from Randolph County, Missouri.
So this is the second of 3 proposals that we've been asked to submit to the county for submission of funds for rescue. This particular one is not for that. That's the wrong picture, I think. Did we get both of them put together?
I just combined them.
Okay. So the
That
one
just shows the 3 positions.
So one that has been delivered that I did the resolution for was the 7,500, and then the Watson console is coming. Else we're just going to put it together, but I have both of them ready. They've both been submitted to the county.
I mean, the 69,000 we already did.
Yes, that was done last week.
So this is the
The
second one.
Watson was done this morning, or Friday morning.
And then there was one for fire also. So there've been a total of 3.
Yeah.
So the first one was for portables for both us and the fire, and then mobile units for trucks. The second one is for the third position in dispatch for the MC 7500, and the third one is for the new dispatch furniture in dispatch.
Okay.
And that's about how they're going to lay out, right?
That's the proposal. They accepted one, yes.
So unless we get that grant, that community revitalization grant, this is the plan on where they're going.
That's the
Yes.
Okay. Questions for Chief Link? Anyone opposed to moving that forward? That'll move forward to the next meeting. Thank you, sir. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4 items that are appointment to the Board of Adjustment.
Yes, Mayor. The first one's the Board of Adjustment. Mike Maddox's term expires in December of 22. Got his application on file. We're asking that it's be moved.
All right. Questions about the applicant? Where are we advertising for these? I guess I'm just not seeing them.
We do social media and occasional newspaper.
Okay. Questions, anyone? Anyone opposed to moving that forward? Not hearing anything, so that'll move forward to the next meeting. And we'll move on to the appointment to the Electrical Board.
Yes, this one again is a expiring term of Brian Blackburn's. It happens this month. His application is the only one on file as well, and we're going to dispute.
Questions? Anyone opposed to moving that forward? That will move forward to the next regular meeting, and then we'll move to number 6, appointment to the Plumbing Board.
Yes, Mayor. The term for Carl Agee expires next month. His application is on file, and it's the only one we have on file. We're asking this be as well.
Questions, comments, anyone?
I had a question.
Mr.
Does the
Kaiser.
plumbing board have say in who gets approved for licenses in town?
They review their criteria and confirm that that's acceptable.
Okay. I've been getting complaints that people that are qualified and certified in Columbia can't get a license in Mobile.
If they're licensed in Columbia, we have reciprocal agreements with Columbia, so that's not accurate.
Okay, thank you.
Anyone opposed to moving Carl Agee forward? Hearing none, that'll move forward. And finally, appointment to the Tourism Advisory Commission.
Yes, Mayor. The GM for Comfort Inn, John Menace, resigned, and so also resigned his Tourism Commission seat. And their new GM is Miss Barnett, and we're asking that she be.
All right. Mr. Rubaker.
How do you pronounce their first name?
Jonine. Jonine.
Jonique.
Jonique? Like unique?
It's almost like
Okay.
Monique, but with a J.
Okay.
You can write that down, send it to him.
That way he won't forget.
All right. Anyone opposed to moving that forward?
Nope.
All right, hearing none, that will move forward to the next regular council meeting. Is there any other business to come in front of the city council for the work session this evening? All right, hearing none, is there a motion to adjourn
So move.
and a second?
Second.
Been motioned and seconded. All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
The opposed? We're adjourned. Thank you all for coming.